What's up, Mizzou Nation? Welcome to the final episode of preseason train camp of Inside the New Zoo. I'm your host, Jake BRESKE, joined as always by our Director of On-Campus Recruiting, TORI WASHBURN.
Hey, Mizzou Nation.
And we have another special guest, coming back to the the set again for us. He's been giving us lessons all day, but the voice of the Tigers, Mike Kelly.
It is an honor to be with the two of you. You two have done an absolutely fantastic job with this new venture. You really have.
We might need to go watch film with you.
And I think you've given Mizzou fans really an exclusive look at things that they didn't know before training camp started. So I applaud you. This was a great idea, whoever came up with it. I'm sure Tori's going to take credit, and that's fine.
It's always Coach Drink.
But it's fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic, and I applaud both of you for the job that you did.
Thank you. Well, Mike, we'll start with you, though. 2020 season, next weekend. How excited are you?
Well, you look around this facility, and it is just amazing. It looks so great, and obviously there's still work going on to get it ready for the fans, and no matter what ultimately the crowd looks like inside here next Saturday night, you know that the level of excitement is going to be at an all-time pitch. I'm tremendously, not only optimistic, but tremendously excited about being able to be a part of all this.
And, you're the voice of the Tigers. What year is this for you?
What
season is this for you?
Yeah, 28 doing play-by-play for Mizzou football. I started doing Tiger Talk when Bob Stahl was named the head coach back in 1989. So this would be 31 years, I think, doing Tiger Talk, and this will be my 30th season doing Mizzou play-by-play in basketball. So, I've been blessed. I've been honored. I've been blessed. I've been very fortunate. And so, being able to call you two friends now is even another honor that I can just put on the list of my life.
Honor's all ours. We're going to go on 30th straight year of Sportscaster of the Year then, I guess, right?
No.
So you've been, able to come to a lot of practices. Every year, like you said, the excitement is hard to even explain. So what things have you noticed that's kind of exciting and different this year that you've seen at practice and that, can lead us into the season?
Well, the excitement and the energy, I think, and it's tough during camp. You guys know this. You get to certain stages of camp and you're so tired of looking across the line of scrimmage at the same person. But I've seen a level of excitement and enthusiasm that has run throughout the course of this thing, which is, for me, gives you even that much more reason to be very optimistic about what the results can be this season. The other thing, and you both know this intimately more than I do, is just the organizational structure has been, really interesting to watch that unfold. And then I think the other thing, too, is that you look at this staff. This is a really, really solid teaching staff. And you can see it throughout the course of practice, just the individual moments that take place where you see position coaches that are really, getting into guys and saying, hey, let's do it this way, let's try this. And it's all in a very, very positive way. So those are some of the takeaways I have.
Well, Mizzou Nation, we appreciate you guys tuning in to us to get this behind-the-scenes look into our program, get to know some of our coaches, some of our players a little bit better, and we're excited to kick off our season next Saturday on this field against Alabama.
Yes, and again, we thank you for tuning in, and we got a special last preseason camp episode. It's it's Meet the Tigers. It's a normal event we always have where you guys come and get autographs and meet the coaches, but unfortunately, we can't do it in person, so we're going to try our best to bring it virtually to you. All right, so we got two offensive players, our two offensive captains, Larry Roundtree and Case Cook, as well as two defensive standouts, Nick Bolton and Joshua BLEDSOE. And then last but not least, the voice of the Tigers will have a sit-down interview with our head football coach, Eli Drinkwitz. With that, we will pull questions from social media that you guys asked throughout the week, and we will pick winners. There will be two $100 gift cards and one signed football by our head coach. All right, we'll pick the winners at the end of the show, so stay tuned for through the rest of the evening.
Hey, Tiger Nation, I'm Mike Kelly, the voice of the Missouri Tigers, and I am so excited about the start of my 28th season doing play-by-play for the University of Missouri's football program. I'm really excited that the guy to my left is the head football coach at Mizzou. We welcome in Eli Drinkwitz. First of all, it is great to see you. Let's look around this facility. Yeah. It looks marvelous, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a it's really a tribute to the fans and all the people who've come before and laid the foundation for us to have this awesome facility, and we look forward to representing Mizzou football in the right way this coming season.
We know that fans are going to be limited in terms of numbers, but those that are here can certainly have an impact each and every game, can't they?
Yeah, you know what? Mizzou fans here and not here can have a big impact on what we're doing building this program in the future. You know, the fans in the stands are always going to be impactful, but the fans outside, you know, cheering us on, encouraging us, help us in recruiting, that's going to be the single focus for us this year. This program is a proud program. We got to continue to build it one step at a time.
Yeah, and the whole thing is let's just be positive. Let's look forward and just continue to build one step at a time, brick by brick.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Talk a little bit about this team. What have you come to appreciate about your football team?
You know, I think our team's trying. They're trying to do exactly what we ask them to do. We've instituted a lot of new things in a really small amount of time, and they're constantly trying to do it the way we ask them to do it, whether it's the way we warm up, whether it's the way we run the offense, defense, or special teams meeting, whether it's the way we run a walkthrough or apply coronavirus restrictions. These guys have tried to do everything we've wanted them to do, and that's a sign of an eager team. And hopefully that's a good sign for the season.
Successful teams are able to handle adversity. And certainly this team has faced adversity already at this stage of the season.
Yeah, I mean, we got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, and that's kind of what COVID has done to us. You know, and they're also uncomfortable a little bit learning all the new schemes and learning the new coaches, but they've adjusted well. We've really tried to accelerate our chemistry and team growth, and we're excited about what the future is going to look like.
Give fans a quick thumbnail sketch of what the offense is going to look like.
Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be so nervous about the first game. No, we're excited. You know, for us, our offense is built on rhythm, attack, and execute. We want to play out of the no huddle. We want to be attacking the defense with vertical shots and downhill runs, and then we want to execute. Every player, every play, executing their assignments exactly like they're coached to do it.
How about from a defensive perspective?
Well, the defense, we run and we hit. That's Coach Walter's motto. We're going to be very aggressive on defense, play multiple fronts, lots of pressures and movement, and we're trying to confuse, harass, and hit the quarterback at all times.
Let's get into some fan questions that we were able to receive. What is your favorite part about the south end zone?
Well, really, I have two. I mean, obviously, my office is incredible, and the ability to spend that much time in there is awesome. But the float tank is a hidden gem. You know, there are very few of them in the country, and so the ability to go in there and get a restful, relaxed time is always good to rejuvenate.
What about your favorite meal away from home?
Wow. So if I'm on the road recruiting and I get to pick a spot, it all depends on how much time I have, okay? If I have time to sit down, I'm going to Abuelo's, all right, Mexican food embassy, and I'm going to order the avocado enchiladas with cheese sauce on top. I'm going to get some layered queso, and then I'll order the cheesecake dessert, the cheesecake nachos. If I don't have a ton of time, and I have to pick a drive-through spot, I'm probably going to go Popeye's spicy chicken tenders, unless it's late, and then I'll go Taco Bell. But that's just right off the top of my head. You know, there you go.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Hey, great to see you. By the way, we've got one final piece of business. That question submitted by Hunter Atkins. Hunter wins an autographed football from Coach Drinkwitz. And in fact, Larry Roundtree, a guy who will be toting the rock many times.
He better run with it with better ball security than that. That's all I'm going to say. Here, hold my mic there, ball security man. How you doing?
I'm good, Coach.
All right, who we have this for?
It is Hunter Atkins.
All right, we're going to say M-I-Z Hunter, and then I will sign it. All right.
Awesome. Coach, thank you. Have a great season. Hunter, thank you for the questions, and thanks to all the fans that submitted questions as well. More coming up on Inside the New Zoo.
All right, before we move on, we got a couple announcements. First thing I want to touch on is this year's poster, right? Pretty sharp. Okay, if you haven't got yours yet, there's some interactive parts to it, but you can pick them up at any Columbia, Hy-Vee, A.L. Gusson Golf Course, the Mizzou store on campus, or you can order them online at mutigers.com/posters.
Yep, second thing, if you are unable to make it to the game, obviously we have limited capacity in our stadiums this season, you can join us virtually. So there will be actually a live broadcast throughout the game where we will show a live Zoom on the video boards. In order to get on those, visit mutigers.com/Zoom for a chance to be featured. And also, thank you to all the fans who submitted questions on all of our social media platforms for this show. We were able to pick 2 winners. We will be reaching out to you on social media to let you claim your prizes, but those winners have gotten $100 each to the Tiger Team store on campus.
That's some great ways to stay involved and engaged with Mizzou football.
Absolutely. Well, up next joining us is 2 guys on the offensive side of the ball, offensive lineman Case Cook and running back Larry Roundtree. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking, Tori.
Talk to us about your transition to Mizzou and kind of how your leadership roles have changed on this team.
I think just getting here and being able to see the older guys and the good players throughout the locker room and just kind of seeing how they carried themselves and the amount of work they put in and what it took to be a great player and a great leader. I think the stage was kind of set for us then, and then just taking it upon ourselves to really live that out as the older we got and the more we started playing, so we can set an example for the younger guys and the rest of the guys on the team.
I'll piggyback off Case. We came in together. We were in the same class, so I would say kind of the same thing he said, just looking at other guys and watching them, seeing how they carry themselves. But it's just crazy now because we seniors. Well, I'm a senior, but it's just different how the role changes real quick. It's like 3 snaps ago we was freshmen, and now we're old and our roles are different because now we got younger guys looking up to us. So I'll just say the transition was so fast, but it's something that we came to too far. So it's not that hard. But at the end of the day, we know we got young guys looking at us as role models, so we have to carry the tradition of doing things right and doing little things right.
Absolutely, that's awesome. Well, take us back. I mean, you said you guys started at the same time. So as you're going through campus, going through, the aspect of being student athletes, what is your favorite part of campus?
For me, I would say Faroe Field, easily. That's a no-brainer.
Capon Park for me. I like going to the park. It's cool, so I take my time, go over there, and walk around the park. I didn't see myself going over there, but it being my favorite spot. But I would say as far as being in college is a little stressful, so I'll go over there sometimes just, walk and it calm me down a little bit. So I'll say Capon Park.
Yeah, Larry's a big adventurer.
Yeah, Case.
Well, take us back to a couple years ago. Why did you guys choose Mizzou?
For me personally, I chose to come here because I thought, this is a good place where you could win a lot of games, and win a championship, and then I got along really well with the guys that were already here, and just I know it sounds really cliche, but the atmosphere and the culture and everything, it really appealed to me. So that ended up what got me here. So
I'll say, really, it was we were together on an official visit, right?
I'm pretty sure we were, yeah.
So he said with everybody being together, like we were already creating a bond during our official visit. So from there, it was like everybody was committing. I think I was the last guy to commit. I waited a day, but I already knew in my mind I was committed because of the guys that came here with me on our official. We all talked and had a friendship already. So we felt the same way coming in as being together and feeling a family atmosphere. So that was real big as far as my concern. But I'll say that just us on my official visit, it was a family atmosphere. So that's why I chose
started from day one.
Yep.
Well, I got a couple questions for each of you individually. So Larry, you're from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yes,
How many
ma'am.
miles would you say that your mom has put on her car driving to games and scrimmages over the last 4 years? I mean, it is impressive.
Oh, man. I want to go over 100.
I mean, she makes it to every home game.
She makes it to everyone. She probably missed one home game. Man, if I'm giving, I'll say over 100.
Oh, yeah.
Over 100,000 miles.
It's dedicated. It's absolute dedication.
Yeah, I'll say over 100.
Wow.
Her little 2012 Toyota Camry, that thing got some miles on it,
Got
man.
use out of it.
I think she approaching 200.
Trustworthy.
Hey, you got to play. Your mama come over here 14 hours. Hey, got to.
You got to perform.
Got
I love
to.
It. Case, in your family, now you have your mom who played basketball at Tennessee, your brother who played tight end at North Carolina.
Yep.
And then you now, who's offensive lineman at Missouri. Who would you say is the most athletic?
I would say you left him off that list. I would go with my father, Stan Cook. Shout out to you, Stan. You're the most athletic. Walter State, Western Kentucky baseball. Let's get it.
That is an athletic family. Follow-up for you. After you're done playing football, how long do you think you keep the mullet?
I I would say probably not very long. It's getting right there at the length to where it's eligible to donate. So I think pretty soon here I'll have to grow up and get a real haircut for the real world. So probably, I don't know. Everyone likes it, but so I don't know if I'll
Keep it while you can.
Yeah.
Keep
so
it while you
we'll
can.
see. We'll see how it plays out.
All right, guys. Well, we have a couple of questions that the fans have sent in specific for you guys on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, it has nothing to do with football, but one asked, what is your favorite meal away from home? Or actually, it's what is your favorite meal from home?
Oh, from home? Chicken and dumplings or country fried steak. Yeah, a lot of grease and a lot of
Is that
fat
Kelly or
and fry.
Stan who's cooking?
My mom cooks. Yeah, she's a good cook. Yep.
What about you, Larry?
Oh man. Boy, that mom cooked.
You better answer.
I'm gonna
this
say
one wisely.
everything, but what I am gonna say is my favorite meal from my mom is steak, peppers, and rice. That, oh my God, it's so good.
That does sound
So
good.
I'll say the steak and rice. It's so good.
That's a good one.
Sorry.
All right, next one up. Do any players on the team have any crazy or funny nicknames that you can tell us? And are there any stories behind those nicknames?
Most of the good ones, I won't lie. Okay, yeah, all right. I see you, LB. A lot of the good ones you can't say, I don't think, but what do you say?
Who has
Best nickname?
the best
Like,
nickname?
The best backstory?
Who? No, it's dark.
Plotting here.
Who has a good nickname? Man, think about our class. Okay,
I'm trying, I'm thinking.
I think my name was kind of funny, but
Square Bush?
Square
Yeah.
Bush, but no, not no more. Graduated from that.
Yeah,
probably
probably Marv, because he looks just like Marv from Home Alone. Yeah, well, I'd have to.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about? Go ahead.
I'd have to give a big shout out to my main man Marv, also
you,
known
Drew.
as Drew Wise.
Drew.
He earned that nickname because he looks identical to the character Marv in Home Alone. Identical. So
Y'all
that was
put
pretty.
those.
That's pretty hilarious.
Love you, Drew.
Yeah, love you, Marv.
I guess that is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Drew.
I'm just say one of my fraternity brothers. His name is Joshua BLEDSOE. His nickname for me is Supernova. You know, that's
Right.
and he's very.
Why Supernova?
Because he seemed very quiet, but in the end, he's a super person. At the end of the day, if you might see him, you might catch him. He's very quiet, but you might catch him doing something supernova. Like if you watch him a little
See,
bit.
that's a good
more.
one.
So I'll
With
go
a good
with.
positive story behind it.
Don't forget your shirt.
Oh, okay, LB. Don't forget your shirt.
Awesome, guys. Well, that's all I have for you tonight. But thank you so much for being on. We appreciate you. And MIZ.
All right, we're so glad you joined us. Obviously 1 week away, guys. Got a big one coming up, but playing the SEC, everyone's a big one. How you feel about that?
Man, feel good, man. I'm ready.
Yeah?
I'm excited, man. Got 10 SEC games, man. We're the first people to do it, so I'm excited.
Obviously, we need you guys in the stands if you can make it. If you can zoom in, I know we got some things going for that, or just help us out any way you can. But let's get rolling with some questions. I'm joined here by two of our defensive leaders, safety Joshua BLEDSOE and our linebacker Nick Bolton. Both you guys come from Texas, right? Would you choose this weather or Texas weather? Beautiful evening here.
Definitely this weather.
This weather.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because, well, I wouldn't say the winter, but I'd just say the spring and the summer. I'd take this weather over the Texas heat.
Okay. Bolt?
Yeah.
I gotta go against Blair right here, man. I think I gotta go with Texas weather. The winters down here, man, they get pretty harsh, man.
I got you. Well, we're just thankful we got this Texas pipeline coming to Mizzou. We were talking before this about your official visits. I remember when you guys came in class of 2017, Bolt in class 18. Bled, on your weekend we had, I think, 8 guys. Everyone ended up committing. You know, how do you go about and then keeping that class? What do you guys, I know a lot of you guys are seniors now. You know, how does that feel starting and now where you're at?
It's really amazing because, you know, you look at a lot of programs and people that that you start off with, you don't finish with them the majority of the time. So it's really a blessing to have everybody that came in to leave with that we're leaving with.
Yeah, and so guys on that visit were like Tyree and Case Cook, Hiron, and then Bolt. You were one of the last visit weekends before the February signing day. All right, story about Bolt. I come in and we get done Friday night dinner, and you're in the film room already on that Friday night. Talked about that.
Yeah, so my host was Therese Hall. We had dinner over here on the east side of the end zone prior to going to watch film in the Maxie. Therese asked me briefly I wanted to watch a little Mizzou film, kind of get acclimated on what we got going here, and I was like, yeah, for sure. And so we went over to the Maxie. We watched film for about a good 20 minutes off my official visit, and so that kind of set the tone of what Mizzou was going to be like for me here and what my experience was going to be like here.
Yeah, and both you guys did not redshirt, came in, played early, contributed. Bolt, I think, probably if I remember right, your first real SEC action was Therese got ejected versus Alabama,
yes, sir.
And you got thrown in. So I kind of come full circle. How's that feel?
I mean, yeah, it's a blessing. Got my first playing time at Alabama in 2018. Kind of give me a chance to kind of see what game speed was like. 2 years later, I'm here still. Got a week 1 opener in Alabama, so I'm ready. I'm excited. The team's ready and excited, and so we just can't wait till the day comes.
And then Bled, again, their nicknames are Bled for Bledsoe and Bolt for Bolton. So Bled, talk about your freshman year. Now you get to open up your senior year at home versus Alabama. What's that been like?
Oh man, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of emotions. You know, I'm just ready to play. You know, coming in as a freshman, I had a lot of doubters. Not saying from here, but like just from the outside, you know, because I was lightly recruited coming out of high school, and a lot of people didn't think I could play that good. So I had a chip on my shoulder coming in, and it showed because I was able to contribute. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just let that carry on throughout the years I've been here, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, trying to continue to get better every year.
Absolutely, and I think we can all see just how you guys performed as a defensive unit last year and what we've seen so far in fall camp. So we're going to get into some fan questions now. Okay, how's that sound? All right, so one question came from Twitter, said, talk about any teammates that you think will surprise us this year. It can be offense, defense, anyone.
I'll go first here. We got a couple of young guys stepping up in bigger roles. We got some freshmen getting some significant playing time. That's going to help us out on defense as long as we get some couple guys back as well. And so just taking little steps every day, trying to get a little bit better. I think as a whole team, we should surprise a lot of Mizzou fans on being able to put a good product on the field week in and week out. And so that's really what we're most excited for.
I like it. He's talking about team.
Yeah. What you want me to point out?
You got any individuals that you might stand out?
I'll say Ennis Rakestraw.
Okay.
Yeah, he a baller.
Yeah.
And he's ready too. So.
And there's a common denominator between you three, right?
Yeah, Texas babies, man.
Texas. All right. We love that. We love that recruiting pipeline. All right. So next question is, who or what inspired you to chase this dream of Division I football?
You wanna go first?
Yeah, I'd say my parents. Both my parents were college athletes, kind of instilled the values in me very early. My dad played football at Louisiana Tech, played linebacker, so just running the household kind of runs in my blood. And so I got the opportunity to come play football in the SEC, and I couldn't take that chance. So.
Well, I also come from an athletic family. My mom played basketball, and my father, he played football in the Arena League, and he had opportunity in the NFL as well. So it's just in my blood. You know, my brother played, and you know, just like I said, it's a family thing. So and I've been playing since I was 5. So it's just what I know how to do.
Yeah, well, that's awesome, and we're very thankful that your guys' paths led you to here. All right, so we've had a great training camp. Right, talk about who is your most favorite guy or hardest guy to go against in practice on the other side of the ball.
I'll say Jalen Knox.
Okay, hey,
Yeah.
Another Texas.
Yeah, but he's a real good player. He's real fast, and his routes are good. So that just gives me a good competition at practice every time we practice.
Right.
Yeah, I'd just say Larry Roundtree. He was just on here, but Larry, I'm saying, gonna bring it every day. Goes hard at practice, makes me better. I make him better. It's kind of iron sharper iron type of deal. So we both try to push each other every day.
Awesome, and that's dropped a little Coach Cheese knowledge on us right there. All right, so we got your game jerseys on. Okay, next time you're gonna be in those jerseys, it's gonna be game day. So right before we run out the tunnel or the doors, all right, you got your last song that's getting you in the zone. All right, what is it this year?
Man. Honestly, it's my playlist before the game and right before we go out. It'd be like any NBA YoungBoy song.
Okay.
Any one of them.
For me, probably my last song gonna be "Big Juice" by Big Moochie Grape.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be my last song before I come out every game.
Awesome. Well,
Yep.
we're excited. I know this as many fans as we can fit in here. We're gonna be rocking. You guys got anything you want to say to Mizzou Nation before we let you go?
Man, y'all gotta come out and bring energy. We need all the energy y'all can bring, man. We gonna turn it up for real.
Yeah, man. BMIZ.
ZOU.
All right, guys, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Inside the New Zoo. This was a special edition where we were able to kind of do Meet the Tigers since we can't do it in person like normal. But thank you guys also for tuning in for the last 5 weeks as we've gotten to know a little bit more about our coaches, some of our players, and just kind of a good inside look inside the New Zoo.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. Like Tori said, hope you enjoyed it. You know, we hope to see you next weekend if you can make it, if you can make it virtually, if you can make it on the Zoom. No matter where you're at, you know, we love your support and we want to hear from you. Until we see you again,
MIZ.
ZOU.